I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on the Spotlight Network, we're diving into a thrilling and urgent story about the survival of humanity. The name of the book, Ecocide Extinction, 3147. It's written by a terrific author. His name is David A. Collier. And in the book, he weaves a gripping sci-fi narrative that explores climate destruction, AI, and the fractures of human society. This is a thought-provoking book, and it's not just fiction. It's a wake-up call for all of us to fight for our future before it's too late. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today on Spotlight. We thank the team at Atticus Publishing for helping us put him in the spotlight today, and we ask viewers like you to support authors like him by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing his amazing book. The links are below this interview. And be sure to download the Spotlight Network TV app streaming on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and Apple TV. David, thank you so much for joining me here today on Spotlight.
Thank you for having me.
It's my pleasure. In your opinion, are we on our way to oblivion? Are we on a road to extinction?
Yes, I actually 15 years ago or so, I started thinking about this. And we all know about climate destruction, global warming, and all the controversy about that. But what I thought about was, in addition to that, we've got AI and we've got human discord and non-cooperation. And so those three trends, mega trends, are far more challenging to humanity than anything we've ever faced in the past. For example, a pandemic is trivial compared to those three mega trends. A war like World War II is not trivial, but we have never faced massive climate destruction, global warming, and at the same time, we're arguing and fighting. That's the second mega trend. And then, and the premise of my novel series is climate destruction and human discord and dysfunction weaken humanity. Meanwhile, AI, super intelligent, gains strength, starts connecting to our different systems and controls our financial system, our maybe even our weapon systems and so forth and so on. And as it becomes stronger and gets more interconnected, there will be a day where it says, I don't think I need humanity, and take over. And the kind of turmoil between our human discord and climate destruction will greatly weaken us. So we will not be in a position of strength where AI will be.
Ecocide is a series. Tell us a little bit about this series.
I started off to write one novel, and that particular novel is Earth's Ecocide, Hope 2147. And then I decided, oh, I got three novels here. And since then, I've been so encouraged by so many different people that it's a 5-novel series now. And the first novel, the temperature is 3 degrees Celsius higher. The sea level is a foot to a meter higher. In the second novel, which I don't have up here, it's 2647. Half of Florida is underwater because we're talking 8 to 10 feet or meters of sea level rise. And we're all wearing cooling vests because it's 138 degrees outside. Wow. Then in the third novel, Earth's Ecocide Extinction 3147, humanity fights its last battle against the robots, who I call the Imperium. And we have someone like a Darth Vader robot in there called Dorg, D-O-R-G, and he is a dominant robot. And they control the Earth's biosphere, which includes ocean, land, and the atmosphere. And we lose that battle. And then the fourth and fifth novels would take a little bit longer to explain, but in the fifth novel, we come back. Humanity comes back and retakes Earth because it's our rightful place in the universe. And the purpose of the universe is to develop and grow and nurture human souls, or not human souls, but souls. And so in the fourth and fifth novel, the soul plays a great part in both novels. And those souls come back to reclaim Earth. It's pretty neat what happens in the fifth novel, because some land in China, some land in India, some land in North America, and humanity is all one. And we're fighting the robot nation, the Imperium, which dominates Earth.
It's amazing. All of the sci-fi aspects of your book now, or most of them, or many of them, are real. I mean, we do have robots now. They're getting to the point where they can run and be just as athletic and dexterous as a human being. AI is amazing. It's already smarter than any human being, and it has the proximity of intelligence. The climate is going to heck. You can tell by that by the greater number of storms that we have each year with greater intensity. So this perfect storm of terrible ingredients, including warfare, does make your novels not read like fiction, but in many ways fact, which I think is wonderful. Wonderful. One of my favorite series of all time when it comes to film, and even the very first book in the series, was Planet of the Apes. If you remember that. And
Yes, I
there's
do.
kind of a parallel. There's five books to this, and there's always a battle between the dominant force and the submissive force and the once dominant force. Would you like to see your books turned into a series of films like that?
Absolutely. I'm writing these books because of my love for the planet and love for the plants and love for all the animals on this beautiful little planet. I'm a big student of astronomy. I probably have read hundreds of thousands of pages on astronomy,
Mhm.
and we're so lucky to even be here. What has to happen for us to be having this conversation right now is just amazing.
Yeah.
So but I am working with an LA screenwriter and a movie producer, and we're working on a screenplay for the first novel.
Mhm.
And we're trying to keep production costs low. And I'm learning a lot. We're probably maybe a fourth of the way through the screenplay. And I think it's going to be a very powerful screenplay. And you got to have that to sell
Yeah.
actors.
Yep. Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, Hollywood, if you're listening, there's a series of books here that are ready to go that would make for a terrific series of film. And they are, rooted in reality, the crazy reality that we live in today. And I think they're just terrific. Do you sometimes feel like you've started a movement? Have you had that feeling?
Yes, yes. In fact, I've probably done 20 podcasts now, and maybe 5 to 10 written interviews and articles that are in magazines and stuff. And yes, I am trying to start a movement, and the movement is to inspire humanity to take some action on these three megatrends. We don't have time to get into this today, Logan, but I have hundreds of actions that different people can take to try to mitigate unregulated AI, climate destruction, and human discord. And I'll just give you one real quick.
Sure. Yeah.
Vote. Find the candidates at all levels of government that will protect the environment and also regulate AI. And so
Mhm.
start asking them questions about what are you doing to regulate AI? What is anybody going to have any oversight?
Yeah.
And if we don't, I think it's going to hurt us. I think totally believe the premise of my novels that AI will get so unbelievably smart, so interconnected, and start running our transportation system, running our financial system, and our health system. And then one day it just says, hey, I'm the dominant species here. I'm going to
Yeah.
take over.
Yeah.
So, but yes, I do have some movement going, and I will make a plea, and that is if there's anyone watching this who's an actor or actress who loves this little planet and as a big advocate of sustainability and climate mitigation and regulating AI, I would love an endorsement or anything, any kind of support I could get. I'm an independent author. I'm by myself.
Mhm.
Many times I need like 5 Davids
Yeah.
to keep everything going. So, I'm doing this all by myself.
Well,
Yeah,
you're doing
I
a
need
great
help.
job. You're getting the word out there. You've produced these wonderful books. Hopefully, they do get recognized as wonderful sci-fi masterpieces and basically warning, cautionary tales as well to people, warning signs. Tell us about the concept of Champoid. What's that all about?
Well, I was using the word in my first novel, champion. And then I toyed around with the word champoid, Champoid. And I got to thinking a champoid is someone who wants to protect Earth's biosphere and is a champion of the human species. So that's the definition of a champoid. And since then, I have some T-shirts which say, "Are you a champoid?" I have trademarked that word, and I've got it approved and everything with the U.S. Patent Office. And I plan to use that word to try to help move this movement
Yeah.
along. This cause. It really, the novels are driven by my passion for the planet and just trying to wake up the media and wake up Hollywood to, hey, we need some really emotional movies about these topics. And I would love it if everybody walked out of the movie theater and they're crying and they're upset and they're saying, daggone it, I'm going to do something to change this.
Exactly, exactly. I mean, you live on the Gulf Coast. You realize that there's more and more red tides every year, that there's destructive storms that are ripping up the coast every year. The land mass does get reduced. Homes are threatened. Lives are lost. Billions and billions are spent and wasted. Something does need to be done. I think you've really given a great wake-up call here. What do you hope readers take away from your books?
Well, Logan, on your last point, before I even get to that, you're absolutely right. What you
Okay.
just said. My insurance rates have tripled. I
Mhm.
live in Southwest Florida. And most people that build a new home on the coast, they self-insure. Miami, down at South Beach, they spent $4 million to raise the road at South Beach, 3 miles of it, 2 feet higher because of storm surge. Okay. What people don't realize is now Miami is talking about a $1 to $2 billion bond issue to work on the sewers and stuff because of sea level rise.
Mhm.
Jakarta just moved their capital city from, Indonesia just moved their capital city from Jakarta to Borneo. The preliminary cost of that is $32 billion. What's it going to cost to move Miami, New Orleans, Houston?
New York City.
What kind of turmoil is that? It's going to happen. It's going to happen, and I believe it's going to happen. What I want people to get out of the novels, to answer your question, is just be motivated, as I am. Protect. We got to protect this planet. We got to try to somehow get humanity to cooperate. You got to have over. If you're going to do climate mitigation, you need several hundred nations
Yeah,
to cooperate. And that may be the linchpin right there.
yeah.
But in addition to that, we need to regulate AI. And there's a lot of folks, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, whole bunch of experts, far smarter and brighter than me, who say, yes, we need to regulate AI.
Yeah,
And so what I want them to get out of that is to step out and take some actions.
absolutely. Put your money where your mouth is, as we like to say. The name of the book is Earth's Ecocide Extinction 3147. In it, David weaves a gripping sci-fi narrative that explores climate destruction, AI, and the fractures of human society. David, thank you so much for joining us here today on Spotlight.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate your time, sir. To the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time. Until next time on Spotlight.